Hi, I'm talking today to life coach Theresa Day. Hi Theresa, how are you?
Hi Joanne, I'm great, thanks, and delighted to be speaking to you this morning.
Lovely to speaking to you too, Theresa. Theresa, with business coaching, in what areas can you help businesses?
Well, basically, Joanne, my coaching focus in businesses is to the small business. And it's about being that person that can step into an organization where perhaps the business owner started their business, they got stuck into it, and the moment the business started growing, they took their foot off where it was directed. Because sometimes in small businesses, it's very hard to be able to do both. Bringing a coach in who's objective, who's coming in from outside, who can see things quite clearly, it is a fantastic opportunity for that business owner to ensure that they're on track, that they're implementing the growth plan that they actually wanted to, and that things are in fact going according to plan. Often it's good to also bring other key members in from the organization in a planning meeting and to help them stay on track with the original intention and the ability to make the tweaks they need to make as the business develops and changes.
If a business was battling to make money, what steps would you be able to take to help resolve this issue?
I think one of the key things would be to get into some serious question asking, to start getting down to what their expenses are looking like, what their outgoings are, where their commitments are, what they're spending their money on, and then down to where the income is coming from, breaking it up, helping them break it up, and letting them get creative on perhaps other aspects that can help bring income in. With the way the economy is right now, people are having to get extremely creative in approaching business to earn, and people are having to think outside the box. And I know with me, I'm a big ideas person, so often on that side of things, we can build castles and then see how we can implement those things into a business. But often there is a lot of money spent when times are tough on unnecessary things that sort of magnify the issues. People think they have to spend money on advertising and things like that to bring income in. It's not targeted correctly, and it's just money down the drain. So it's really looking in with a microscope into the business where the money is coming in and where it's going out. Simple practice, but often it's hard to do when you're busy running your business. And a coach can help you just make sure you sit down and look at it objectively.
What advice do you have for businesswomen, women, to help them reduce stress and create a work-life balance?
Again, I think lovely question, and it's key to business success in many ways. It's to try and find that balance. It's looking at how many hours in the day the person is working or awake, let's say. Awake is good because awake says, okay, these are the hours I'm up. How much sleep am I getting? What kind of sleep am I getting? How much of my day is down to just at the desk battling away, and how much of it is exercise? Exercise and diet are so vital. I mean, we all go on about it, but not many of us actually adhere to it. And then there's also that key ingredient, family time. If you are in a business and you're a family person, you have a wife or you have a husband and you have children, it is so important to spend quality time with them, because that is the reason often why we're in business. It's to provide that lifestyle for our family. And if we are not connected to them, we often lose the impact of why we do what we do. And yeah, to find work-life balance, it's to really understand in a deeper level why you're there and what it's all about. And if you can get those emotional connections in place, reasons for everything, I think it spurs people on to be able to do so much more in better quality hours.
How would you help somebody prioritize in order to create that work-life balance?
Well, it's always good to go back to ground basics and start with the sort of circle of life, you know, do that initial assessment. Where do I feel most satisfied? Okay. Where do I spend most of my time? So what am I avoiding in those other areas? We're also, Tony Robbins always comes back to your 6 basic human needs. You know, we have that need to have certainty. We need uncertainty and variety in our lives. We need to be made to feel significant. We need love and connection. And then we need growth and contribution. And I often find with my clients using those key factors when we look at a holistic aspect of their lives, not just their work, we start finding out why they end up spending more time in certain areas and less in others. And it's often down to where they get their key input. And once we can sort of establish what they're avoiding and why, we can help them go back there because they know now how to get the feedback from those areas. And that's when work-life balance becomes a reality, when we can understand our own personal requirements and the feedback we're getting. And yeah, because it's actually not about 1, 2, 3 steps. It's about who we are and what we need.
Thank you, Theresa. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Fantastic, Joanne. Hope to speak to you again soon.